Progress is impossible without change, and those who cannot change their minds cannot change anything. George Bernard Shaw. Change is the law of life, and those who look only to the past or present are certain to miss the future. John F. Kennedy.
There's a saying here in Indiana: if you don't like the weather, just stick around a day or two, because it'll change. We all know that weather here can be a challenge to endure, but in the end, we only have 4 seasons to navigate through. When you look at it that way, it doesn't seem like we should have anything to complain about. Indiana weather changes almost at the same rate that we've seen in the marketing world. The main difference between Indiana weather and marketing changes is the umbrella you choose to shelter yourself or the jacket you put on to face the weather. Think back to just a few years ago. Businesses only had a few choices to make. Did you choose TV, radio, newspaper, billboard, or all of the above? For those of you who've been through those times, it was likely a combination of 2 or more of those products, and your marketing plan probably looks something like this. Here's a guy who's reading the newspaper and sees an ad for big shoe sale. And here he is walking out of the shoe store with his new shoes. That same scenario was repeated with a variety of stimuli. In the past, the advertising message prompted behavior from the people who were in the market for whatever item they saw advertised. But today's world is vastly different. We need to understand one thing, though. It's that people haven't changed through these last few years. Throughout history, people have always wanted more access to information. But until the internet, they didn't have that luxury. And people have always wanted to be able to contact someone from wherever they were at any given time. And now, with the age of the mobile smartphone, they can. People have also always wondered about how their loved ones or old friends were doing, but through the path of their lives, they've lost touch. Now, with social media, they can keep tabs on people they know all over the world. Have you seen this happen? Do you know anyone using social media? Today, with all these inventions, the way you market must be different if you're going to meet the needs that your consumers have always had. But now, they can actually exercise those desires. Today, you can meet the needs of your clients, and actually meet your clients through social media, internet, and mobile strategies. Today's consumer is doing research online before they even walk into a store. Simply put, if your business can't be found online, whether it's on a standard computer device or a mobile phone, you're losing customers. And if you're a business who isn't engaging in a strong social media conversation, you're losing customers as well, because this is where your potential customers are spending their time. This is the modern day word of mouth. All of this can be confusing, and with the changes that are happening at lightning speed, it's hard to keep up. How many of you are aware that Facebook has a pay-to-play rule now? Basically, if you want your Facebook post to show up in your followers' news feeds, you need to pay the piper. More and more social media sites are heading in the same direction. Word of mouth now has a price tag. And do you know that if your website isn't mobile optimized, or better yet responsive, Google won't even show your business listing on mobile devices? Imagine how much of a problem that would be if you own a towing company but don't have a mobile website. How would someone who needs a tow ever find you? Right from the first time we went to America in 1968, Led Zeppelin was a word-of-mouth thing. You can't really compare it to how it is today. Jimmy Page. Businesses today need a strategy that utilizes the tools available, that takes internet search and social media word of mouth and gives it energy and makes it inescapable to someone looking for your services. Federated Digital Solutions is here to help. We've spent the last 7 years implementing digital and marketing strategies not only for our clients, but we've practiced what we preach. We're using the suggested marketing strategies for our own company radio stations and dozens of clients just like you.